Snarky. Please. Greetings and welcome to Snarky Wizard. I am Zion, and today we're gonna talk about what went wrong with the CW DC shows. Gods, I have a confession. I kind of like the two first seasons of Supergirl. The actress that plays Kara Zoe is funny, and I enjoy her interaction with Cat Grant, less known as Calixta Flockhart. I thought the show, as the movie, were a light and comical incarnation of Kara Zoe. But sometimes the CW series show us the darkest part of the character that I had been longing to be shown in a cartoon, movie, or series. And I will tell you more about it later in this video. As I said, I used to watch Supergirl and Arrow and Flash, but the things start to become more shallow, silly, and too soap opera for my taste. That is the reason I have mixed feelings when they announced Batwoman, and I only watch the CWDC when we have the yearly crossover special. Let's going to start with Batwoman. Batwoman series for me was a slap in the face. I know I'm not their target, but I love the comic book. Later, I keep enjoying the character, even when they change some characteristics. They conserve her essence, and of course, she never took the toys of Bruce or his company, or had made a misandry kind of comment. And as I said in a previous video, I couldn't stand the acting. I just couldn't. Melissa, the actress for Supergirl, at least has in her favor more than her looks that she can act, dance, and sing. And in general, she's a dorky person which goes well with this incarnation of Supergirl. So for me, it is not a surprise that surely Warner is hitting its head to the wall with its decision to have a season 2 of Batwoman. The show keeps losing views in an alarming rate, and if I make a raw calculation, Batwoman had lost around 1 million views since it released. And granted, the Arrowverse has been losing views in general, but not in the fast pace at this particular show. And we all know that this year, crossover Warner really put out all the stops with Smallville Clark, Lucifer Morningstar, Huntress, Alexander Knox, Robin, Del Rey, and Ezra Flash. They really tried. So what went wrong, and what we can expect from the new hints of the DC in the CW? Well, with Batwoman, surely a cancellation. They cannot do much with the acting quality. The story is getting more ridiculous. I read that the alter ego of Kate, Batwoman, gave an interview about coming out in Catcom magazine, which is like a double negation because we all know that Kate has always been gay, so I don't understand why it's so important to show her alter ego is also a lesbian, like the villains are going to be homophobic around her. The villains usually are going to hate her, and not because she's homosexual, so I don't see the point of it. I think that the principal mistake with this series has been the bad writing. And as I have said many times, you must give more enrichment to your characters. That a woke agenda, and Kate Kane is a waste. They really could have been more respectful with the LGBT community, giving us a more rounded character, but no, they took the fast train. Supergirl. Kara Zoe is the other character I felt has been wasted. I know it is the pain of the earth because in some she's not cozy and blah 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 blah, but in general she is with Kal-El, the last son and daughter of Krypton. And Kara's loss is greater than the one of her cousin. She had lived in Krypton. She was going to the Science Guild. She was trapped in the Phantom Zone in an awful alpha dream state, not awake, nor asleep. She arrived on Earth, and his only relative just gave her away. And no, Kal-El or Clark Kent didn't have a good reason for it. Bruce Wayne has had younger and physical, more vulnerable teens than that young, healthy Kryptonian. So imagine, she's aging for all she had had lost her culture, her technology, her family, and your cousin just give you away. Besides, Kal-El has this ideal view or perception about Krypton and its culture. You as Kara really have lived and breathed it, and to make matters worse, Kal doesn't speak well your language. Kara is also more powerful than Kal-El because she was born by the Matrix, and Kal-El was a natural born. Kara Zoe can absorb and metabolize much better the energy of the yellow sun. She also doesn't have a refugee as Kal-El has in the Fortress of Solitude. Earth is definitely not her home. And yes, you have in some versions Kara Land, Diana Prince, the Kings, the Martian, and even Bruce Wayne as a much better support figures than Kal. Damnation Ever Connor, a freaking clone, was way better than Kal-El with Kara. She really loved him as a cousin/brother. Can you imagine if you took all these conflicts and inner tumults and really captured them in the character arc? I have always dreamed with the director Nolan taking Supergirl and making a movie. This character is as complex as Batman. And guess what? She's so rich as a character that you don't have to make it woke because she's a very strong female woman for her own. Then we have Superman, and this new version was introduced to us in Supergirl, and in the end of this crossover, it was hinted that will be a series about him, Lois, and their twins. A kind of pseudo-inspiration of the Super Sons comic, and if Jonathan in the comic had lost his way becoming a copycat of Connor, I don't want to think what they will do in the series because we know that CW have some troubles changing the stories. They need to keep the story funny, helpful, stressful, full of family complexities and challenge, especially the ones with Jonathan that will have to take the mantle of a future Superman. In general, Warner or AT&T needs to improve her game. To compete with Marvel, they have good material. They just need to stop using the same mold for the DC series and become darker, more realistic, at least with certain characters, expanding their target age audience. That's are the thing that I think went wrong with CW and the DC shows. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. Join us and become Geek Paladins. Adios. It's narrative.